Hello everyone, I am Jubar Jamail and today I'm going to discuss to you about the health issues and the treatments in the Philippine culture. Here we have health, the different health issues and its treatments. Culture-specific syndrome and illnesses. A study of alternative medicine in the Philippines is inevitably a study of the origins of its people and the amalgam of cultures and influences. Centuries of Spanish colonial rule, the undeniable consequences of its religion, hundreds of years of trade with China and assimilation of its healing arts, tribal and provincial diversities with its profusion of folklore and methodologies, all rebounding into the Filipinos' easy disposition for superstition and the allure for the exotic, mystical, and fringe. Now here we have the pasma. What is pasma? Pasma is a rural malady attributed to exposure to cold water manifesting in a sundry ways of tremors, numbness, and various rheumatic manifestations. Next to that is the bangungot. Bangungot is a sleep disorder associated with sudden nocturnal deaths. Despite the new science for these sleep disorders, bangungot continues to be thickly wrapped in folklore. Both urban and rural beliefs systems still attributed this nighttime sleep death to excess of alcohol and eating, and the pancreatitis is still held on to as the familiar medical diagnosis in the Ilocania. The fight and vengeful Batibat continues to threaten to sleep on the victims' faces. Third to that is Bales. Bales or Nabati or Nabales is a condition unique to Philippine folklore medicine, deeply embedded in the folklore beliefs of rural folk. A favorite go-to diagnosis by local healers in the rural Quezon area, diagnosed in both sexes of all ages, it is most commonly seen in the pediatric population. Bales is also believed to be caused by an admiring or a complimentary greeting or comment like, "Your hair is nice," "You look good today," "The baby looks so cute." It is believed that the compliment carries bad wind with it entering, yet the weak defenses of the bodies of infants and young children. Its symptoms are dizziness, loss of appetite, stomach cramps, nausea, or vomiting, flatulence, headache, and fever. Now here are some treatments. Let us first discuss what is pangontra. Pangontra is specifically a treatment for the bales. Bales. When someone have complimented you and you are like having these assumptions that the bales is being made to you, pangontra, it is easily treated by saying puwera usog, which is a pangontra or a verbal antidote to the bales that have been thrown to you. We also have the saliva. Saliva, or in Philippine word is laway, If the complementing person suspected of causing the ballast is known, he is asked to apply his tip wet with saliva in a cross on the abdomen or forehead of the person affected with the ballast. If the visit to the patient is not possible or inconvenient for the suspected thrower of the ballast, he can also send a small bag of his saliva to be applied as the antidote. We also have the suob. Suob is a ritual of rural post-bathroom that incorporates care modalities of herbs, prayer, smoke, heat, and massage. The treatment for rabies, asthma, although quite fringe, are still utilized in some rural areas. Kudlit continues to be a mainstay in the rural management of rabies and other poisonous bites. Suob is usually ministered by a hilot or midwife. Hilot midwife. Now here are some herbal remedies. Rice grain and ginger are both chewed and applied over the abdomen and the forehead of the patient. Now, as for the attis leaves, it is mashed on a salt then crossed on the abdomen and filling the belly bottom area with the salt herbal mash. Cacahuate leaves are chewed and spit on palm, and the air is gently blown through rolled palms to the abdomen or the forehead. As for the malunggay, a branch of malunggay with leaves is gently pat on the back of the patient. Now nganga, which is commonly called or locally known in the Maranao culture as mama, requires the expertise of an albularyo. Here comes the difference. In nganga, the treatment involves whole body application of nganga ingredients, the areca nut, lilit leaves, apog, and tabacong insect. As for those in Maranao culture, nganga or mama is being chewed by the patient himself. As for nganga, the albularyo is the one who is doing it, and it is applied over the whole body of the patient. Here are some other treatments. We have the bulong, orasyon, and tapal. These three are dependent to each other. Like these are the steps of a particular treatment. As for the bulong, orasyon, tapal, these are alternative modalities used by the albularios and other folk healers for bales. Bulong is a prayer in Pig Latin whispered in the course of treatment by the folk healers in bales. The prayer is delivered with a whispered while applying saliva or blowing herbal essence to the abdomen or the forehead. The orasyon is the same Pig Latin prayer written in a small piece of paper, and then it is pasted on the abdomen or the forehead of the patient, which is what we call the tapal. When the orasyon is made, it is sticked on the particular parts of the body of the patient, and that process is what we call tapal. Second to that is mangdudura. Mangdudura, literally a spittle specialist, a layperson believed to possess the ability to more effectively counter ballast-induced headaches using the same procedures of chewing various herbs and dabbing and crossing it with his or her thumb over various parts of the body. Lastly is the unton. Unton is a preventive measure used for infants, young children prone to ballast. It is usually a pouch or a small sack filled with various ingredients, indigenous ingredients such as seeds, leaves, tree bark, tobacco, carabao horn, and etc., and pinned on the children's upper cloth or made into a necklace that is worn by the baby or the infants. Now here are some systems of diagnosis, preventions, and healing. We have the massage. Before we move on to alternative medicine, let us dive into the massage. Here we have three combinations of what we call the blast. The ginger, coconut oil, and alcohol that is combined to make an blast. We also have the ginger, garlic, camphor, onion, and etc. And we also have another one, which is the ginger, litlit or ikmo, and coconut oil. Now these aplas are being used as the lubricant for the massaging process of the patient. We also have this hugas bigas. Hugas bigas, which is more easily accessible in the use of hugas bigas, wherein the water from washing of uncooked rice is used for the massage treatment. We also have the salt soaks. Salt soaks is for sweating of hands or feet. Pasmado ba? Like pasmado. Soaking into a lukewarm decoction of salted water for 1/2 to 1 hour. And then the salt and bayabas leaves. The salt residue from the home ice cream makers is mixed with the water and bayabas leaves boiled and used as the healing wash to the extremities. We also have the sand and gas, or what is commonly called in Marano culture as the lanawato, the gas, and a sand. The ice cream maker salt residue is mixed with gas, lanawato, it is the lanawato which is rurally used as a source of lighting and used for washing the extremities. We also have the tawas. Tawas, bath water is prepared with tawas boiled and dissolved in it. As for the urine, in some provinces, the warm first morning urine is used as a soak and wash for tremors, numbness, and excessive sweating. As for the sand and sweat therapy, sweat, I'm sorry, it is sweat. Sweat therapy. Seaside treatment, digging and lying covered with sand for 3 to 5 hours. As for the herbal steam therapy, steam from boiling decoction of lagundi leaves with or without calamansi leaves is funneled toward the body like a modified steam bath for half an hour, and it is daily as needed. Now let us move on to the alternative medicine. Alternative medicine is any practice that is put forward as having the healing effects of the medicine but does not originate from the evidence gathered using the scientific method, is not part of biomedicine, or is contradicted by scientific evidence or established science. It consists of a wide range of healthcare practices, products, and therapies ranging from being biologically plausible but not well tested to being directly contradicted by the evidence and science, or even harmful toxic. Examples are include new and traditional medicine practices such as homeopathy, naturopathy, chiropractic, energy medicine, various forms of acupunctures, and traditional Chinese medicines. Let us now move on to the scientific belief system. Unscientific belief system. Alternative medicine systems can be used on a common belief system that are not consistent with the facts of science, such as in naturopathy or homeopathy. Homeopathy is a system developed in a belief that a substance that causes the symptoms of a disease in healthy people will cure similar symptoms in sick people. It was developed before knowledge of atoms and molecules of the basic chemistry, which shows that repeated dilution as practiced in homeopathy produces only water and that homeopathy is scientifically implausible and homeopathy is considered quackery in the medical community. Let us move on to naturopathic medicine. Naturopathic medicine is based on belief that body heals itself using a supernatural vital energy that guides bodily processes, a view in conflict with paradigm of evidence-based medicine. Many naturopaths have opposed vaccination, and scientific evidence does not support claims that naturopathic medicine can cure cancer or any other diseases. Now let us move on to the supernatural energies and misunderstanding of energy in physics. In Japanese Reiki, some other traditional medical medicine, and some New Age practices, it is believed that supernatural energies flow from the palm of the healer into the patient near chakra, influencing disease. Basis of beliefs may include belief in existence of supernatural energies undetected by the science of physics, as in biofields, or in beliefs or in properties of the energies of the physics that are inconsistent with the laws of physics, as in the energy medicine. As for the biofields, biofield therapies are intended to influence energy fields that is purported, surrounded, and penetrate the body. Writers such as noted anthropocentrism and advocate of skeptical thinking, scientific skepticism, Carl Sagan (1934 to 1996) have described the lack of empirical evidence to support the existence of the putative energy fields on which these therapies are predicted. Acupuncture, chiropractic, and in Western version of Japanese Reiki are some examples of these biofields. Now, in the energy medicine, yoga, a method of traditional stretches, exercise, and meditation in Hinduism, may also be classified as energy medicine insofar as its healing effects are believed to be due to healing life energy that is absorbed into the body through the breath and thereby believed to treat a wide variety of illness and complaints. We also have the Tai Chi that came from originated from China, the Qigong or Qigong is practiced for aligning the body, breath, and mind of health, meditation, and martial arts training. Now let us move on to the herbal remedies and other substances used in medicines. Substance-based practices use substances found in the nature such as herbs, foods, non-vitamin supplements and megavitamins, animal and fungal products, and minerals, including use of these products in traditional medical practices that may also incorporate other methods, like for example, including healing claims for non-vitamin supplements, fish, fish oil, the omega-3 fatty acid, glucosamine, in hasi, in echinacea, flaxseed oil, and ginseng herbal medicine are some examples of the herbal remedies and other substances used in medicine. As for the body manipulation, manipulative and body-based practices feature the manipulation or movement of body parts such as is done in bodywork or chiropractic manipulation. Osteopathic manipulative medicine, also known as osteopathic manipulative treatment, is a core set of techniques of osteopathy and osteopathic medicine, distinguishing these fields from mainstream of the medicine. And that is all for the scope of my report. I hope you have learned something. Thank you.